to the Pride Land's End, Lion Guard End. What's up, world? As you may have guessed from the intro today, I'm going to be talking about what Simba said to Kiara and Kion about never having any siblings in the episode Path to Udugu. And honestly, this is literally my first video ever that I've done on YouTube or otherwise, so bear with me here, please. Stupid nose. Anyway, here's my theory. Excuse me. What if Simba actually did have an older brother or sister, but never knew about them because they were either stillborn, meaning they died at birth, or they were a miscarriage, meaning they died in Sarabi's womb? The creators of The Lion King 1.5, The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, and The Lion Guard could have only said that Simba didn't have any siblings. Then Sarabi could have lost her second-born cub if Simba was meant to be the firstborn, because Scar wanted no reminders of Mufasa's existence. For that matter, if Sarabi did end up giving birth to her second-born cub, and Scar didn't find out about the cub, then there's also a possibility that Sarabi gave the cub to another pride to protect it. Imagine how different the Lion Guard could be if Simba does actually have a younger brother or sister he never knew about, and that fully grown lion or lioness returned to the Pride Lands, not even realizing that's where he or she belongs. It might not be fact, but it's just a random theory that I came up with recently. In all honesty, everyone has all sorts of crazy theories. Some make sense, others not so much. And not all theories have facts to back them up with. Like mine, for example, about Simba possibly having a brother or sister that he knows nothing about. I mean, yeah. It makes sense if you think about it. I mean, what if the creators of The Lion King 1.5, The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, and The Lion Guard actually wanted to have Simba to have a younger brother or a younger sister? If that's the case, before coming up with The Lion Guard, they probably came up with a million ideas but couldn't quite figure out what to do with them. And before finalizing the Lion Guard series and the movie The Lion Guard Return of the Roar, well, I doubt they knew they wanted to come up with the Lion Guard in the first place. If that's the case, then yeah, if that's the case, then that would explain why Simba doesn't have any siblings in the canon of the storyline. But in my headcanon, I have a shapeshifter character whom in human form is known as Princess, but in lion form, she is known as Shalana, and she is Simba's older sister from another mother. Her human mother, who happens to be a shapeshifter like her. Yeah, I know, it doesn't make sense, does it? Honestly, not everything makes sense to begin with. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first video, so if you could like and subscribe to my channel, I'm Narina Blaze, that would be very helpful to, boost my, well, for starters, boost my confidence. For other reasons, it could hopefully help me to become famous. I may not be aiming for that right away, but it's a goal I'm working towards. To become famous one way or another. Yeah. My life is been a lot of confusion, a lot of weirdness. But I like to imagine how different my life could have been if I was actually my character princess who was living a life where I was fighting crime, saving lives, traveling throughout time and space as the princess of life and time, known far and wide throughout all of Equestria as Princess Stormfly. And yes, my character princess even goes to Equestria, the My Little Pony universe. She goes to all sorts of universes. She's the daughter of Zeus, daughter of a wolf god named Cinder, who goes by the full title of the Great Cinder Wolf God of the Sky. Wolf gods and goddesses. Yeah, I'll do a video about that some other time, once I can figure out how to pre-record videos and then edit and post. I'm not techie, so yeah. I'm still working out the techie details, so bear with me here, please. Yeah. It's strange. But I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one around the world who came up with the possibility of Simba maybe having a little brother or sister he knows nothing about. A little brother or sister who, for his or her own protection, if the cub hasn't been discovered by Scar yet, had to live out his or her days in another pride outside the Pride Lands, being raised by another pride of lions. In all honesty, Disney, well, the people who work at Disney, if you're watching this video and you have come up with ideas to, have siblings for Simba, I greatly appreciate hearing from you about that. Yeah. I know it's strange, but okay, yeah. Being a shy introvert, this isn't helping me any right now. Don't worry. I'm taking baby steps with getting over being shy. I'm taking baby steps with becoming a little more outgoing than I normally am. Trust me. This isn't easy for me. But it's something that I have to do if I want to become famous. I want to be rich and famous. I want to give my future kids a better life than what I had growing up. I want my future kids to see me as being a mother like Nala, a mother like Sarabi. I don't want to be a parent like Mufasa's unknown parents. Well, more specifically, his unknown father, who may or may not have given Scar the scar on his face. Fun fact, did you know that Scar's original name was Taka when he was a cub? But because of the scar on his face, he changed his name to Scar. Yeah, Taka actually means dirt. So, given the possibility that his father hated his guts, it wouldn't surprise me if Mufasa's father named his brother Taka. But, yeah, that's just the way things are, isn't it? I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to come out of my shell a lot more than I have. And, well, doing stuff like this, it's new to me. And a little scary, I'll admit. But it's something I have to get through if I want to be rich and famous someday. I don't know how I'm going to be rich and famous. Whether I'm an actress, I have these YouTube videos going around where I have 1 million subscribers or so. I don't know. Maybe I could become famous by writing a book, or by singing, or by dancing, or even by being a triple threat in the acting world, in the theatrical world. The triple threat being a singer, a dancer, and an actress or actor. Point being, one way or another, I'm going to become a rich and famous person. I don't want to spend the rest of my life just barely able to survive. I don't want to spend the rest of my life as an unknown person. I know a lot of people dream of becoming rich and famous, and yeah, maybe not everyone. And some people even dream of becoming a prince or a princess when they're little kids. Mostly little girls dream of becoming a princess. But come on, who hasn't wished they had more money than what they have, than what they grew up with? Who hasn't wished that they had their own personal lion guard of sorts protecting them? Protecting their family, protecting their homeland? In all honesty, the American government does their best. But with the current president we've got right now, I'm not sure how well that's going to work out for us. Yeah. I know that I have a lot to learn with being myself, with finding out who I really am. Equestria, the land I love, a land of harmony. Our flag does wave from high above for pony can to see. Equestria, land of friends, where pony can do wrong. They say true friendship never ends. Equestria, my home. Ow. Singing always does that to me. I'm okay though. But something else that singing does to me is it makes me a little more confident. And you know, it's like Buster Moon said on Sing. Just sing if you're feeling nervous. Just sing and you'll forget all about being nervous. But does Rafiki have an expression or, you know, a saying similar to that? I hope so. Rafiki has all sorts of cool sayings, like leap to conclusions and you'll leap to confusions, or like in The Lion King where he whacked Simba on the head and Simba said, "Ow, what was that for?" Rafiki said, "What does it matter? It's in the past. You can either run from it, or you can learn from it." Sweet Celestia, I have a lot to learn, don't I? I suppose I still have my past, too. But then again, From the Lion Guard, we have a song titled Sisi Misawa, We Are the Same. And some of the lyrics in the song are, forget about the past when there's nothing to gain. At the end of the day, it's like water and rain. Sisi Misawa, we are the same. Kion and Shisiri are right. When there's nothing to gain from the past, why bother thinking about it? Why bother worrying ourselves about it? We don't know much of what's going on in our lives. We don't know much about ourselves. We have a lot to learn. I especially have a lot to learn. We all have something we worry about. We have things that we know nothing about. But when you think about it, when you really think about it, aren't we all more relatable to Simba in many ways? When Mufasa said to Simba, remember who you are, it pretty much hinted that Simba has forgotten who he is, who he really is. When I think of those lines, rather when I think of that line, I realize that I myself have forgotten who I really am. Who am I beyond just being an animal lover? Someone who misses her cat Sagwa dearly. She was my baby. My mama's girl. And I miss her like crazy. Just as Simba misses his father Mufasa like crazy. After Scar killed Mufasa in the first movie. And I apologize for the spoiler alerts if you still haven't seen the first movie yet. Evidently, one 90s kid hasn't seen any of the Lion King movies yet. What kids born before 2000 haven't seen the Lion King movies yet? I don't know too many. Except those who live in families that can't afford TV or movies or anything. Barely even food. And I wonder, again, what my purpose is. But I wonder again how different things in the Lion King movies would have been if Simba actually does have a brother or a sister. Super popcorn kernel. I wonder how different the events of The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride would have been if Kiara actually does have an older brother named Kopo or something like that. Maybe even Mitsu. How different The Lion King 2 would have been if Simba... if Kion and Lion Guard were in the entire movie. What would Kion look like as an adult? What about Fuli, Beshti, Bunga, and Ono? They wouldn't look much different than what they are as teenagers. I think they're teenagers. They wouldn't look much different than what they look like in the Lion Guard. Kion would be the only one who pretty much looks completely different. A fully grown lion like his dad, with a mane, a full mane. But still, I wonder what the Lion Guard looks like in The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. I wonder what would happen if that cub at the end of The Lion King, the one that Disney says is genderless and just known as Fluffy. I wonder how different the events of The Lion King would be. The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, rather. I wonder how different the events of that movie would be if that cub was actually named Copa. If he was actually Simba and Nala's firstborn. I mean, how amazing would it be for Kiara to have a big brother? And actually be the second born. But when you look at the reality, you can also see how sad it would be. Because she could have lost her big brother. Which, yes, that would have automatically made her the next in line. Which is where Kion comes into play. Second, technically third born, if you want to believe that Copa is canon, when he might not actually be canon. Either way, Kion being the youngest, and without an older sibling besides Kiara, that makes Kion the leader of the Lion Guard. But how different would the Lion Guard be if Kion didn't choose his friends? If he chose lions like he was supposed to? Other lions who represented what his friends represent. What if this Pride Land's strongest was another lion instead of Bunga? I mean, Beshti. What if the Pride Land's bravest was a lion instead of Bunga? The Pride Land's fastest, a lion instead of Fuli, the cheetah. The keenest of sight, instead of being Ono the egret. The keenest of sight would be a lion. How different would that be? Yeah, I know what I titled the video. That it's a Lion King theory about why Simba doesn't have siblings. But I'm also thinking of a million other things too. Now that I'm actually posting this video, recording this video live, I mean. Well, at the moment. Well, who knows? Anything is possible. Anything can happen. And for that matter, why is Fuli the only lion, the only cheetah we see in the Pride Lands? Except in the opening to The Lion King 1.5, and The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Yes, those cheetahs are only there for literally a split second. But they're there long enough to be noticed by some people. By observant people. But in the Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, what if that cheetah in the opening is Fuli's mother? Or maybe even her father? Do we ever get to see Fuli's family? Will we ever get to see her family? Does she have any brothers and sisters of her own? For that matter, does Nala have any siblings? We don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. But, c'est la vie. So is life. And if you think about it, plus et en vous. There's more in you. Maybe Rafiki has a saying about that too. Once again, I'm Norina Blaze. And I'll see you in a future video.